Okay, I'm gonna go solo. Okay. Yeah, African.
Start off by yourself. Thank you.
This is our last composition, the African Cookbook. It's quite symbolic, and we have Candido back with us. And Dr. Wayne Chandler will take us on that trip, the African Cookbook.
In the historical mist where we began our days, we walked with locks of lavender enclosed in a turquoise haze. Our journey began during the antediluvian world, the world before the flood, when all of humanity was of one blood. One great nation bound in glory, and from the book of beginnings, this is our story. A story of favor, for to earth we did tend, a time of spiritual fortitude of both gods and men. Luminous beings we were in so many ways, and it is said that giants walked the earth in those forgotten days. Through Mother Africa were born great civilizations, empires conceived in divine revelation. First was Nubia, magnanimous and grand, who gave birth to Egypt, called the Black Land. Egypt, or Kemet, became the light of the earth, where living life's mysteries was given its birth. So awe-inspiring was Egypt that from us it was stolen, our history cloaked by those who took all that was golden. The battle for its soul, an ongoing challenge, subterfuge and deceit enshrouded in malice. But their efforts pathetic, for our connections genetic, deeply kinetic, which means energetic. But it's all copacetic because we, yes we, descend from Isis and Osiris. Picture this, hieroglyphs written on papyrus. They built primordial mountains that kiss the sky. And when you measure the base divided twice its height, you've acquired pi. But let's not stop here while we're having fun. When you multiply the base 10 times its height, you travel from Earth to the sun. In the 1980s, the Nippon Corporation of Japan sought to duplicate the pyramids in the desert sand. Their attempt was horrific, a total disaster. Degrees 360, who's the Grand Master? Oh, and one more point for all those in the room. The pyramids were never built as a tomb. Next, Sabah stepped forward out of the sand and ruled for 2,500 years without nary a man. Of the queens of prominence who ruled with might, Makeda, the queen of Sheba, was most enveloped in light. Several centuries passed and humanity's reborn, with different mindsets and intentions, many forlorn. Wars and conquests have torn nations asunder. Priests and politicians embrace folly and blunder. But then out of North Africa, a lion appears, who has taken an oath to remove humanity's tears. For 15 years, he left his home, traversed the Alps, and became the scourge of Rome. Hannibal Barca was his name, and humbling the Roman Empire was his claim to fame. Rome was crippled, and soon its reign would end, leaving new African empires to rise again. A model of the past bound to the present, a renaissance began to assert cultural presence. The Igbo of Nigeria gave us the 4 ages of time, which calculated cycles of darkness to those spiritually sublime. By understanding their ages and what they would create, they were able to know Earth's future and the path that man would take. After Igbo, the Yoruba would later succeed, and through their spiritual traditions, take the lead. Babalao's divine Ifa, as it led the way, contained in its binary configuration human DNA. Then Benin mastered the lost wax method, a way of sculpturing bronze. Their casting secrets are now used by NASA for the molding of their plane's fuselage. From Congo to Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, and beyond, from Mansa Musa to Songhay, we pay homage to our home. Like the walls of great Zimbabwe, made of dense cyclopean stone. Africa seemed invulnerable, but all things change with time. Rhythm states as the pendulum swings one way, it swings the other way in kind. For in the too near distance, there's a darkness in the setting sun. The phoenix has now vanished as something wicked this way comes. Of man's many machinations, which did get out of hand, was the abomination of man selling man. Of blood and of body, souls lost and ravaged, nothing was as historically devastating as the Middle Passage. Slave ships on water, whips and chains, many would die or just go insane. Those that survived in one piece were parceled like cattle to never be released in an ongoing battle, not to find peace. Now in a foreign land, ancient spirits, tattered and torn, were given new culture and language to be transformed. Beat down, used and battered, it seemed like the end, but our indelible spirit, like the phoenix, would rise again. In the years ahead, a new light did shine, and we mastered this new environment in a matter of time. Inventions, history, medicine, and exploration, just to name a few. Then came sports, and we bid the competition adieu. But the one thing that kept us alive through it all, that created the cement of our spiritual fabric, was the sound of music and its healing magic. Powerful, awesomely transcendental, omnipotent, and grand. What we did with music, few understand. We are rhythm, and it moves through our soul, from here to Africa, long, long ago. Gary Bartz and Langston helped us remember rivers from the deltas of Mississippi to the banks of the Nile, while we sat and clapped our hands to the vibes of Lionel. Ella skit and scattered us with vocal rhythms made of gold, while Coleman elevated us in our body and our soul. Miles was an enigma, but he took us miles ahead, while Candido called down beats from the higher realms that made us lose our heads. Train allowed us to transcend with a love supreme, while Duke put back on his crown and took the throne as king. Ray put down some funky rhythms that made us move our feet, while Randy Weston rode us through the rushes with Blue Moses and then gave us the Nubian Suite. The musical list is endless, from bebop, hip-hop, jazz, and jive, to classical rock and soul. But the one thing we can always say, music has always kept us on the go. What we've endured, few humans have, and yes, it's left us marred. Our mind and bodies broken, and our spirits somewhat scarred. But this is the final chapter, so take a closer look. For all that you've heard and witnessed is Africa's cookbook. It's a new chapter on the morning after, and yet we still stand firm, like the rootedness of an old oak tree, who though wise has so much yet to learn. It's all about remembering how to sway and bend with the wind, to maintain power and composure, to find our way again. Like the oak, our branches have been tattered, but we've always called on our resilience, because if pressure does make diamonds, then imagine your inner brilliance. Ladies and gentlemen, the African Cookbook, Randy Weston.
Woo! Now the great Candido is going to present our great percussionist, Mr. Neil Clark, the African Cookbook. Give him a salute, Candy. The club. 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 The club It's been a very beautiful evening. It's sharing all the spirit and the beauty of music and the variations of music coming out of Mother Africa. The magic spiritual place on the continent Earth, you know. And when you go to the continent, I don't care whether it's the north or the south or the east or the west, but the rhythms go like this. Mother Nature demands a certain kind of music. Because when you listen to the insects and the birds and the plants and the wind, you get this. Yeah. So a great honor for us tonight, Mr. Candido Camero. Our very great writer and narrator, Mr. Wayne Chandler. Dr. Wayne. On the string bass, Mr. Alex Blake. What a great honor to be part of Jazz Appreciation Month. And you know, Lionel Hampton is the key this month. I've only played with Lionel Hampton one time. That was in Lagos, Nigeria in 1961. And he had 8 members of his band, and I had 3 with me, Mr. Booker Irvin, Mr. Scopie Stroman. And we played with Hamp only one time in Lagos, Nigeria. It was a very important spiritual evening for us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Joanne. Thank everybody in the staff for being so gracious, so beautiful. Randy Weston, bless all of you. Keep the music going and bring it back to the ancestors. We need them. Our theme song from Ghana, written by the great Kofi Ganabar, called Love, the Mystery of. Candido! Alex Blake! Neil Clark! Dr. Wayne Chandler! And Robin Kelly. Bless you, baby, for coming. Fatu, bless you, beautiful. Where's Joanne?
Yeah, big time. What's going on, man? Thank you. To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Candido. Happy birthday to you. Whoa, I mean, wait a minute, because Randy's birthday was just the other day, so we need to hit some Stevie Wonder rhythms. Like, happy birthday to Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. Randy. Fatu is calling me. Fatu wants me. Solid, bro. Solid.